That white, he know how to spin on the block.
I get like that out here, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh boys.
A lot of beef was already turned right there. Like, that was 2021. That shit was already turned. That shit. Been got turned.
Up top, every day around my way. Hey. Up top, every day around my way.
Always gotta turn pain into pain. Feel me? You get what I'm saying? My mom tried to tell me that.
That's how much I don't respect my ops. Yeah. Who I'm running from? I'm out here with the chiclitas on and shit, man. Who I'm running? Y'all niggas don't scare me, man.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's shit going on that, like, the internet, cameramen, none of y'all niggas don't even know about it. For me, just like within our hood, like in our circle.
A lot of niggas don't know the truth. That's why they look at Vernon Rule and Uptown the way they look at it.
No bullshit.
You feel me? We gotta tell y'all niggas the truth.
Uptown is known for its gems like Core and P&B Rock. From the mid-2000s until present day, when it came to music, Uptown had a lot of muscle behind its name and growing reputation. Cassidy, the first major artist from Uptown to see commercial success, got the ball rolling. It wouldn't be until P&B Rock that Uptown saw another artist achieve. Commercial success. But if all you were looking for was the charts for talent, you would have missed a wave of raw, gritty, aggressive, Philly, diamond in the rough rappers. We all know Quilly. Quilly has been a mainstay in Philly for the last 20 years straight, but lesser names like Cheek Raw.
I just bought a new handgun, I'm fishing to shoot. I'ma start banging niggas like Bishop and Juice, yeah. I'm the niggas scared of. Chickens ain't like me in that Cutlass Sierra until I got the truck with the lights on the mirrors. Yeah, I got my gear up, jeans and all. That come from serving fiends that raw.
Vodka.
Vodka, holla. You niggas is rated PG-13, and I'm rated R, and they don't even show me on TV. Since BC, Voc been out of sight like 3D. The DA and the PD want me CF instead of DC. Gotta RIP me, not easy. Voc B, VIPs.
Ranshaw.
Fuck that, I switch flow. You hating on me, I hit your hoe. Like 3 times, give it to my man, he score on her. Give and go. I chase bread, I don't chase hoes, can't pay the bills with no pussy. No. I come through with Lil Quack, my little nigga a bully. Sometimes you gotta remind niggas, no killer, but don't push.
Cicero.
Look, man, somebody better tell this cat about snitching shit, cause I'm like house kittens, I can smell a rat. Tell him this, get your melon crack. Man, my felons ride, y'all tell them lies, I tell them fact. Look, it go, clicker, clacker, blicker, blocker, hitting niggas with the chopper, that red eye beamer on the gun. Can't run when the red eye see you, no joke with the scoop. I spot you, I got you.
Black Dinero and many more came from Uptown. Hollywood Spittage from Over Chewin' Shelton was from Dogtown.
Gas is getting moody, but I was taught to stick to the script and play my part like I'm acting for a movie. I'm clapping with the toolie, cause I feel offended when I hear niggas talking about smacking niggas' koofies. They got me mad when I talk like this.
100 Deep, one of the first drill rappers in Philly, is from Say Slide over in West Oak Lane. Hood Tally and OT7 Kwani even spent time of their childhood living in Uptown. So that just goes to show you that Uptown has contributed heavily to Philly's rap history.
Surveillance video of a really chaotic scene and shooting that shocked an East Germantown neighborhood this week and injured a 7-year-old child.
Philadelphia police are looking for suspects after a 23-year-old man was shot and killed in Germantown. Police say someone walked up to the victim on the 6100 block of Bayenton Street at 2 this morning and opened fire as he sat inside his car.
Naeem was first brought to Roxborough Memorial, but the 23-year-old was in bad shape. He had been shot several times outside the home on Moylan Street. Naeem was transferred to Temple.
16-year-old Jai Kustis
He was killed in a hail of gunfire 2 nights ago on East Pastoria Street.
As he ran towards East Pastorius in Bandon, a bullet grazed Kia in the arm and pierced the 16-year-old in the back, ending his life.
Definitely unfair for his mom to sit here and have to grieve over her 16-year-old son that nobody wants to come forth and say who murdered him.
His absence was visible at the Mathematics, Civics, and Science Charter School, where students inked goodbye messages on a basketball for the student athlete.
Are releasing surveillance video of this shooting in hopes that it does help them catch their killers and understand the motive behind this murder. Right now, they are concerned that this truly could be a senseless crime, that it could be a case of mistaken identity. Teens hanging out on the front porch of this Germantown home at 7 o'clock last Wednesday night became the victims of unexpected gunfire. Surveillance video captured part of the daylight shooting and captured the vehicle the gunmen were in.
At the moment, 2 shooters took the life of Cameron Scott Bay. The 19-year-old was shot several times in front of his grandmother's house.
In part 1, we discussed the story of an uptown beef that had the neighborhood terrified. Just like the rest of Philly, Germantown and Mount Airy had seen more and more shootings by the time 2020 had rolled around. A young man named Nazir, or Ski as they called him, was robbed of cash and weed and decided to exact revenge on the person who did it and who had been mocking him on YouTube. Yusuf Nash, or Glizzy, a person from Dogtown, was shot at a Getty gas station on Mount Airy Ave. Glizzy has spent the past few weeks boasting that he had robbed Ski of money and weed amounting to as much as $30,000 by most people's account. A week later, at the memorial for Glizzy, Nefi, or Hanif Pools, another young man from Dogtown, was shot and killed. Things were getting dark very fast in Uptown in 2020. The culprit again was allegedly Ski from 1400 Vernon. 1400 Vernon Road, or Vernon and Temple, sits in a very important section of the city. For decades, parts of East Mount Airy was carved out as a spot for people moving up in the wealth ladder in America. It was a good spot to buy a home for families who could afford to not live in the hood. The death of Ski marked the first loss for 1400 Vernon in this beef. The term in drill is get back. You've heard it a million times. Revenge and the desire for it is one in a number of factors that made things get bloody in Uptown.
Ain't a crazy nigga still dying cause of old fight. In the cold, Chucky died, so it's mandatory that we take a soul. Ever since they set us up, but we been tortured on the road. They could've kicked my man, but they missed them niggas so.
Rest in peace, my man Ski.
Long live Ski, long live Mike, long live Lil, long live the guys, man. It's back.
Long live the guys, long live Al, long live Lodge.
Anybody else though, you know, I'm second runner-up, facing runner road.
You just got your gun took at the train station, bro.
Your man got shot under the train, 15th Street, bro. Come on, let's talk,
That
bro.
wasn't your.
Your man got shot at 15th Street by a 14-year-old, bro.
That wasn't you.
Oh my God, bro. Backseat got left in the backseat. Oh my
You got
God.
your gun took in your ass food at a
He
train
got left in the
station.
backseat with that same exact pole.
Lil got left in the backseat.
He got left in the backseat, bro.
You a bitch, bro. You
Damn,
not
I'm a
on
bitch.
it.
Your name's
You
Smoke
run
PNB, bro.
from
Keep
niggas.
singing, bro.
You
Keep
run
singing,
from
Smoke PNB.
niggas.
Who
I
you
don't sing.
You, bro,
I dish your dead
you
homies,
auto-tune
nigga. I don't
Smoke.
sing.
You auto-tune Smoke.
I dish your dead homies. I don't sing.
Your dead homies too, bro.
We winning.
I swear to God, Chucky died and he ain't even see the gun.
That
No bet.
wasn't you. Why
I
you
swear to
keep
God,
like
Chucky died and he ain't even see the gun, bro.
Mikey died shoveling snow. He
Swear to
he
God,
didn't have it on. He
bro.
had his shovel.
Oh my.
He died in a car. He got his fucking head bust. Gordy got cool.
Glizzy tried to run at the Getty and got left, bro. Nails left Glizzy to die.
Gonna die eating Doritos.
That's not my man, bro. You know that's not my homie.
You a bitch. Stop
Like,
trying
you
to
know
go
that's
through
not
that.
my homie, bro.
Working y'all niggas. You bitch ass nigga.
Bro, y'all not.
You talking about PNBK, nigga. You never cooked none of us, nigga. You a
I ain't gonna lie. This new age of young boys and old heads is trade. They online reciting murders. and saying names. Cannot make this shit up. And then in a minute they gonna tell you, yo, niggas be ratting. Niggas always ratting. Bro, watching you niggas do this shit. So naming names. Listen.
Oh my.
He died in a car. He got
Speed. They just say like 10 people names just now. I couldn't believe it just now. In my head, I'm like, are they serious?
his fucking head bust. Gordy got cooked.
Glizzy tried to run at the Getty and got left, bro. Nails left Glizzy to die.
Gonna die.
And then Nails left Legend die like they saying names. Then he said gonna die eating Doritos. Like, bro, they really gotta watch how they be speaking because they might accidentally say something only the people that pushed up would know. And when the police see this shit, they gonna be on you. So you gotta make wise decisions, bro.
Eating Doritos.
That's not my man, bro. You know that's not my homie.
You a bitch. Stop
Like
trying to
you
act like
know
you
that's
want
not
it.
my homie, bro.
14 y'all niggas. You bitch ass nigga.
Bro, y'all not.
You talking about PNBK, nigga. You never cooked none of us, nigga. You a bitch.
The bitch
You
got
never
left in the
did
back seat.
nothing.
y'all use humans as shields, bro. Y'all not like that, bro. Let's really talk about it, buddies. Stop saying Glizzy, bro. We really did that to him, bro. Like backseat bitch got left in the backseat. Who got no wreck, Blick? Oh my god, I got no wreck. Y'all the same niggas running around telling motherfuckers I'm killing motherfuckers. Y'all say that. Y'all is the ones, bro, who say I'm killing people, bro. I never said I killed nobody. See? Feel me though? Like, y'all man Rock died eating waffles OT though. Feel me? That's some different shit. Y'all man died OT eating waffles. That's wild. Now you want to tap back in with me. Come on. We allow it. Come on. Come talk your shit again.
Bro, you a fan. Why'd you talking about
Next,
PNB Rock, bro?
Y'all man died eating waffles, bro.
You any nigga,
That's your
you
homie.
a fan.
I
He died
say
on
you did
Los
that. That's your
Angeles,
homie.
bro. That don't got nothing to do with no Philly beef, bro.
Shit.
You
y'all know what we doing to
bitch.
y'all though. What y'all? Like y'all don't got no bees, bro.
You a bitch, bro. And
Y'all
you not
never
on it.
caught nothing, bro.
Yes.
Y'all never did nothing.
You hear this little kid? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thank God my father is like from Jamaica. He was on some different stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. If you got a parent from Jamaica, you know what I'm talking about. But I want to just give one time for God, bro. I just want to say thank you to God, like the fact that I'm here and my son don't gotta be doing no stuff like this. You feel me? I'm not judging them because I used to be them. You dig what I'm saying? So I ain't judging them, right? I just pray one day they grow up. You get what I'm saying? And move on forward with their lives and stuff like that because you're not gonna be able to living like that forever. It's like it's not gonna stop till everybody gone. And then no men is gonna be in the households because everybody dead. And that ain't no way for a community to rise up with no men. You see what I'm saying? So like I just want to say thank you, Father God, for just allowing me to be here in my child's life. He just turned 17 September 22nd, and I'm happy I'm here. This is last year of school. Like, niggas ain't got time. I don't got time to be hearing my son on no live stream talking like this, bro. Go do something with your life, bro. What's crazy to me is that it'd be 50 young boys ready to like go in on guns and shit and go slide, but they don't be ready to put all their money together to start a business. I don't get it. And I only look at it from this angle because I'm 39 years old today. Not meaning it's my birthday today, but I'm just saying I'm 39. My birthday is July 25th, but I'm 39. So I look at shit. Oh God. Hold on. But yeah, man, back to what I was saying, bro. Like I got to give God's glory, folks, because this is crazy, bro. I don't know why do they do stuff like this, right? Because I know damn well some of these parents don't even be knowing what's going on. And I'm like a real active parent. I'm young and I'm in shape and stuff like that, bro. I wouldn't care. You was doing none of that. I'd be pulling up on your ass and punching you all in your shit, bro. We not doing this, bro. Hell no. You trying to break generational curses and stuff like that, bro. You trying to be the first person in your family to catch a body? Huh? You trying to be the first one in your family to catch a M, a hat, whatever? Be the first person in your body to catch a real M, nigga. $1 million. Be that person. Be the person in your family that really made it in life. Like, bro, don't be out here chasing that shit, folks. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere but casket or a few years in prison. Or a dozen or more than a dozen shit. This shit right here, I just can't believe that this is what's going on. This shit is crazy. Free Blick.
Nothing to none of my
Yes,
homies,
we,
bro.
bro, we
What
book shit, nigga. We
y'all
go
do to any of my
viral.
homies, bro?
We go viral on hit.
Y'all never did shit on my homies.
We go viral on hits. Oh my. God bless these young boys, bro.
Yes, we did.
Bro, y'all didn't.
You cook the nigga you post.
Y'all never did nothing this ski.
Yeah, you post Mikey.
Y'all didn't do that. Stop claiming another nigga. Stop claiming another nigga wreck, bro. That's not y'all wreck, bro. That's not PNB wreck, bro.
Bro, we fried your man, bro. That's
Dogtown wreck, bro. Stop claiming PNB wreck, bro.
We fried your man. Bro, a torture fry him, bro. A torture fry him.
I guess, bro.
I
guess, bro. And your man Clay was supposed to come outside, but he let a bitch die. That's wild.
Huh?
Bro?
What is you talking about?
Yo.
Now what is you talking about? Now y'all want to act fucking retarded.
Why you talking about it?
Now y'all want to act fucking retarded. Now y'all want to act retarded.
1,500 Wadsworth got mixed into this as well, with 1,400 Vernon. They stuck together as after the death of Glizzy, sides had to be chosen. Ski was from Vernon and Glizzy was from Dogtown. 1,500 stuck with 1,400 and P&B ended up clicking up with Dogtown to make the Tortures. And drill rap, rapping about these wars is what the artist is named. How About Blick raps a lot about the back and forth that is going on between his Tortures and WSM. WSM is also cool with 1,400 Vernon Road. But 1,400 and WSM aren't officially clicked up like the Tortures. As with any group, the loyalty differs from person to person. Some are super bought into the idea of the gang, and some are 1 foot in, 1 foot out. On the 1,400 side, you gotta remember, 1,400 Vernon got ties with 1,500, and they got ties from people from WSM, but they not all officially clicked up as one thing, but they all cool with each other, if you feel me. And then on the other side, with the Dogtown Young Bulls and the P&B Young Bulls, Like PNB is still its own thing, but the young boys from PNB got with the young boys from Dogtown and they made the Tortures. So not everybody from PNB is the Tortures. It get a little messy and mixy like that, but everybody from Uptown knows each other. Everybody went to school together and at one time was cool. Then you had people who had made money off the war, the rappers. They witnessed, encouraged, and commented on the scoreboard, in the songs, and on Instagram. In a September 2025 article on thebaffler.com, the article's author, Adrian Nathan West, tells the story of Philly drill and the spectacle that was the music career of YBC Duel from the author's perspective. In the course of the article, however, he mentions this very beef. On the afternoon of December 23, 2022, Philadelphia police, responding to a report of a person with a gun, found Ramir Parrish in the parking lot of the laundromat in Germantown where he worked, West wrote. Parrish, or PNB Chucky, was an aspiring rapper affiliated with a gang that had been feuding with the West Side Mafia, or WSM, since 2016. Video showed two shooters firing on Parrish. When he fell, the larger of the men approached and stood over him and, quote, overcooked him, firing several times into his head. On March 23rd of the following year, the account of Pugga 6500, in reference to the 6500 block of Burdan Street, WSM territory, posted a video on YouTube, which has since been removed, called Let Them Tell It, which opens with a hand stamping out a blunt on the head of a Chucky doll. Pugga then appears on a sidewalk holding a pistol to the Chucky doll's head. In this frame, the doll is wearing a ski mask. Though there is no mention of it in Pugga's eventual arraignment, I suspect this detail, coupled with the last words of the song, I was trying to kill that nigga way before he got a deal. When they hit his face, his ski mask was connected to the ground. It was incriminating. According to Chucky's family, he had recently signed a recording contract. On April 6th, Pugga posted another video, Okay, Okay. Early on, he raps a line that anyone might have rapped. Nigga talking all that hot shit, now his fucking face missing. Its possible significance and connection to Paris's fatal wounds become clear in the latter verse. It's that laundry duty, it's that super easy wash and fold. Once we get that love. On June 17th of this year, I listened to Pugga apologize in court and tell Chucky's family that, quote, I didn't mean to put you through no hurt. He had pleaded not guilty to third-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and possessing an instrument of crime, and was sentenced to 18 to 40 years, the article read.
Police are also investigating 2 homicides tonight. The first was in Germantown just before 4:30 this afternoon. A 21-year-old was shot multiple times in the 100 block of West Chelton Avenue. Police took him to the hospital where he later died.
Niggas throwing bees, ain't got no bees, the fuck is wrong? They said band up had a curfew, but only Kai had made it home. Shooter shoot, gon' take his top off if he talk like he was grown. You say Cameron mention stir name, creep like gunner and get him gone. We ain't even gotta say too much, but a dead rapper can't make a song. If I crack a 6, I pack a P before I head back home. I ain't going fed, but I can tell you how they crack this dome. Ain't no sneaky shit, we looked that boy in his face till he was gone. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4, 5 shot, 6 shots, plus like 7 more. And you know them extra shots gon' hurt him once he hit the floor. We ain't playing around, we knew that boy's going broke. Close the door, but let them tell it. They up on the score and they got dropped for sure, but let them tell it. They like 60 deep recruiting in the war. I can never panic, something like I'm built for this. Told bro if I had that tennis body, wasn't built for this. But anyway.
Most of Mount Airy sits in the 14th Police District, with Chestnut Hill and parts of Germantown. Philly homicides fell from the early 90s high of 500 to modern lows in 2013 and 2014 of around 250 a year. Shootings and homicides rose for several years, peaking in 2021 with 562, which was a record, and remaining very high in 2022 with 516. That surge touched nearly every district, including the 14th, though Northwest rates stayed below North and West Philly hotspots. I want to put an emphasis on the fact that Philadelphia is a city of more than 1.5 million people. The actions of a select few people made certain sections of the city dangerous. On the other hand, over 98% of people in Philadelphia have never been convicted of a violent crime. With that said, you're left with about 2% of the population who have been convicted of a violent crime. Of those people, it's hard to know how many of those are repeat offenders, which would shrink the actual number even more. So with my best estimate, in Philly, it's between 1 and 2% of the population who are doing the shootings and killings, and the number is really closer to well below 1%. In Mount Airy and Germantown specifically, the crime rate is always below the city average, but like the rest of the city, during the pandemic, the violence went to unseen levels. The city had never witnessed this before. The pandemic closed down schools, rec centers, libraries, playgrounds, everything. Teens flocked to social media to watch whatever they were interested in. Sports, podcasts, politics was now available 24/7. However, for the few who weren't in school or doing anything productive, the war and violence that was already happening is what they would focus on. All throughout Philly and the country, really, shootings and homicides saw a sharp increase. For all the reasons I just mentioned, plus PUA and PPP loans put a lot of money on the streets that otherwise wouldn't have been there. With the influx of cash, the streets bought guns, lots of guns.
Is honing in on background checks during the summer months, and we're learning major records are being broken. The FBI releasing information saying 300 million more guns are now in the hands of Americans. Fox Carolina's Shale Ramin is digging into that matter for us, getting experts to weigh in. And Shale, 300 million guns, a pretty big number.
Yeah, it is, Tori. You know, sharpshooters here in Greenville says that on the plus side, they cannot keep up with the demand in gun sales right now. In fact, there's a shortage, and with it comes first-time gun owners. So they're really preaching you need to train excessively before you purchase. 2020 started off with a bang, with more and more people picking up firearms like this.
Every time you have some social unrest where there's a shooting, election years, things like that, we've always saw increases, decreases.
The owner of Sharpshooters in Greenville, Wayne Batson, says gun sales fluctuate, but it's hard to ignore national gun sales now up by a shocking 300%.
So national sales are like up 3 million for the month of June over projected sales, not for us, but nationwide.
He says the bigger national picture reflects locally now in his sales. The FBI releasing new information Monday, reporting background checks hit an all-time record this June, with 3.9 million completed nationwide.
We'll run what they call a NICS check. It's an instant check, so we put in your name, your information, your social security. That is instantly checked. If you've got something in your background, you'll be put on delay. If you don't, then you'll be instantly passed through.
So many background checks are being completed, these gun experts say there's a shortage for guns and ammo.
While during a downturn in the economy, we're up, the gun industry's up as a whole. The negative side is that people are buying handguns without proper training, that they're carrying those guns and that they could end up in the wrong hands.
Experts pinpoint the pandemic, protests, and fear to the firearms we're seeing in people's hands.
I would describe 2020 as what's next.
I think many would describe it that way, and the FBI goes on to say that the month of July did not fall far behind that record-breaking June. 3.6 million guns were sold in the U.S. just last month. Reporting live in Greenville County tonight, I'm Shale Ramin, Fox Carolina.
3.6 million guns. Damn.
Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.
Shale, thank you for that live report. New restaurant regulations went into effect today, days after Governor McMaster issued new executive order.
Every illegal gun on the street has a starting point, and most of them begin in the legal gun market. The real issue is how these weapons are diverted through straw purchases, trafficking, theft, or legal loopholes onto the street, where they end up at crime scenes. Tracing that path shouldn't be a political issue. For years, the gun industry fought hard to keep data about gun purchases private, according to the gun violence prevention group, Brady. Straw purchases, according to law enforcement, seem to be the biggest driver of illegal guns. The so-called iron pipeline from southern states with looser gun laws is another contributing factor. Ghost guns, gun thefts, and secondary sales also play a part. 2020 and 2021 were the years where switches and other things the public and authorities rarely had to deal with were introduced. In 2022, a former Philadelphia sheriff's deputy allegedly illegally sold 2 firearms that were used in the deadly school shooting, according to federal prosecutors. Samir Ahmed of Philadelphia, who was 29, had been charged with firearms trafficking and selling firearms to a person unlawfully in the U.S., the Department of Justice announced.
We begin this half hour with the investigation into a shooting that claimed the life of a 17-year-old girl.
I mentioned earlier drill rappers rapping about the war. Back in 2022, some arrests had been made by the Krasner administration in regards to this beef, but the violence continued. This time, a 17-year-old girl who police say was an unintended target. According to NBC 10, in January of 2022, a teenager was shot and killed inside of a car in the East Mount Airy neighborhood of Philadelphia. The unidentified victim, 17, was sitting with 3 others in a parked car on Ross Street, about 2 blocks north of Germantown Avenue, when another car pulled up and opened fire, police said. A motive for the shooting was not immediately known, but police at the scene said the girl did not appear to be the intended target from the initial investigation. None of the other 3 people in the car were struck by gunfire, it read.
We begin this half hour with the investigation into a shooting that claimed the life of a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah, 3 days ago, Carissa Bright was gunned down while sitting in a car in East Mount Airy. Action News reporter Katie Cattrall talked to her loved ones today. Katie joins us now live from police headquarters with more on the young victim. Katie.
Shari and Rick, family members say Carissa Bright had a bright future ahead of her. They say she was a caring person. She wanted to be a nurse. Now, instead of planning for her future, family members are planning her funeral.
It's sad. You don't expect it. You hear about it, but you don't expect it to happen in your neighborhood.
It's a home like this. It's
like grieving family members say 17-year-old Carissa Bright was fatally shot on Friday night.
To know Carissa, you had to fall in love with her.
Police say the gunfire erupted just after 8:30 p.m. on the 6600 block of Ross Street in East Mount Airy. Police say the teen was sitting in the passenger seat of a parked white Toyota with 3 other people when a dark-colored SUV pulled up against the car, and at least one person fired at the people inside, striking the girl in the head and chest. Police do not think she was the intended target, but someone else in the car was.
We just got a call and we just ran out of here like hell.
Chopper 6 shows the car the teen was rushed in to Chestnut Hill Hospital, where she was.
Keep your kids in the house if you can. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's why I'm so strict with my son. I don't care. People can say what they want to say. I don't care. I got one son. That is it. I don't have no more kids. One. I cannot have him just recklessly out here just doing or just hanging around people that got problems, folks. Because as you can see, that girl has absolutely nothing to do with the streets at all. Nothing. And the fact that she is now dead behind something that had something to do with street politics. She was in a passenger of a white Toyota, bro, with 3 other guys. So now you gotta ask yourself, why is my daughter outside anyway with 3 men in the car? Like, what is she doing? You know what I mean? Like, why you ain't like studying or with the girls? It's like, what's going on? Like, you feel me? I don't know, bro, but like, parents get involved. I don't give a damn. You a parent, bro, get involved, cause I'm co-involved and I'm gonna be like that now until I'm dead. I don't give a damn. He'll be 25, 30 years old. I'ma still be like, bro, watch what you got around you, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, watch what you got going on, bro. Especially if he got his own family that he gotta provide for and take care of. If he got kids and stuff like that, bro, you got stuff to live for. Don't just be out here just doing foolishness, bro. Now, the little girl dies, which they pull up on the side of the car and squeeze in the car. Why is she the only one who got hit? Why? We didn't hear about nobody else getting shot. It was 4 people in the car, and she's the only one who caught 2 bullets. It just don't make sense, right? So now the guys that was in the car, the beef ain't gonna stop, right? Because they missed. They killed the innocent soul. So now they ain't gonna do nothing but try to go again. You see what I'm saying? And as real street guys, if you a real street guy, one, you don't get no girlfriend. Cause one, you already know what time it is. You got a girlfriend and you in the streets, they'll take your girl whole ass for ransom or something, bro. You really in the streets getting money and you got a girl, that's your weak point. The girl. Dead serious. That's your weak point. So now they pull up, they shoot the car, they kill the girl. They don't kill who they was intendedly looking for. So now they're gonna try to get their ass again. Bro, if you in the streets, don't even have people around you, bro. Yo, where you going? Yo, bro, on some real shit, I'm high right now. I'ma holler at you a little later. Be honest with folks, bro, because then you have them around you and then they wake up dead, wind up dead. Ain't right.
Pronounced about 20 minutes later.
Hit all of our hearts. It hit all of our hearts.
You don't kill an individual, you kill a whole family when things like this happen. It's the whole family suffers. And that's the worst part.
Bright's name fitting. Family says she was a bright light in the community. They are determined to never let her light fade.
She was beautiful. She had life. She had energy. You know, it's just hard.
I can see it in her face. Like, it's just, oh man, bro, that is a feeling I'm not trying to feel, bro. I'ma be real, cuz, damn, that is a feeling that you do. God bless her, bro. Or God be with her and her family. My prayers go out to them, cuz that is not a feeling that you want to have ever.
And police say they are looking for a large black SUV, possibly a Lincoln Navigator. Authorities also say the other 3 people inside of the car with Bright were not struck. I'm live here.
See what I'm saying? The other 3 people that was in the car didn't even get touched. It just sounds crazy to me.
Police headquarters, Katie Castro, Channel.
The teen would later be identified. 17-year-old Carissa Bright. Dahmer Richardson, 26, was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in 2024 for this crime. Authorities said the fatal
Dahmer Richardson, he the one who did it. So they caught somebody and he got 20-some years for it. Listen.
Bright. Dahmer Richardson, 26, was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in 2024 for this crime. Authorities said the fatal shooting happened on the 6500 block of Ross Street on January 14, 2022, and surveillance video showed Richardson's Honda Odyssey pulling up alongside a car that Bright was in the back seat of. Following the
Yeah, the nigga did a drive-by in a Honda Odyssey. That's a fucking caravan, bro. And you did it in a car that was in your name. These guys be so like,
murder, Philadelphia police contacted the surviving teenage witnesses, and they all were uncooperative. According to news reports, police believe that Bright's boyfriend, who was seated next to her at the time of the shooting, was the intended target.
you see what I'm saying? Her boyfriend. This is why, yo, bro, thank God. I really don't have no daughter. I think he knew what he was doing. Cause I don't know if my daughter was crazy about a little boy, like what I would do. I don't know. But like I know I know for now I'm seeing situations like this. Two little girls in my son's high school got into a fight over a little boy, and one killed the little girl. And I know both of the little girls, parents, and all of that. I know the girl who did the killing, I know her father, and the little girl who passed away, I know her mother. So it's like, it's just crazy, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like these schools, like these situations over these boys and girls. There's so much more to life, bro, than you crashing out and like, you know, a situation happened up here like that top. I know them personally. This lady, Carla, and long live Glennis, she had passed away. She had killed her over a guy. And then a couple months later, the guy wound up getting killed. And I'm just like, see how God work? Don't make no sense, bro. You wind up throwing your life away for no reason.
The boyfriend they're talking about is a young boy named Ford Chop, seen here on PNB No Talk's video, wearing a mask that appears to have Carissa's face on it. It's hard to tell. On the only post on her Instagram, people are seen mocking Ford Chop, calling him Captain America, insinuating he used her as a shield in the car. Several hours after killing Bright, Richardson drove to Gloucester Township, New Jersey, pulled out a gun, and fired at his ex-girlfriend's home. No one inside the house was injured at the time. Gloucester police and Philadelphia police later determined that the FCCs from the Gloucester shooting matched those recovered from the scene in Germantown. Police were able to link Richardson to both shootings through the FCCs.
Dumbass nigga went to his ex-girl, bro.
Richardson was eventually arrested on July 23, 2022, after being extradited from California, where he had fled following the two shootings. Immediately following the jury's verdict, which was delivered on August 1st, 2024, he was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
Jurors have convicted a man for the murder of a 17-year-old girl in the city's Germantown neighborhood. Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner made the announcement today. Investigators in January of 2022, Demir Richardson opened fire into a vehicle, killing Carissa Bright. Her mother spoke today about the pain her death has caused.
Since her death, our life has not been the same at all. I don't know if I'll ever, be completely recovered. I don't believe I will.
Investigators say about 8 hours after he killed Carissa, Richardson targeted his ex-girlfriend in Gloucester Township. She was not injured, but that's how police were able to track him down.
Even the death of a seemingly innocent 17-year-old girl was used as fodder for the dissing back and forth. I already showed the Captain America jokes insensitive people were making, but her death was also used in raps to get at the tortures.
Don't make no sense. Look at this. They're gonna use her death, right, and put it in a rap song. I, I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. What the fuck? These niggas is boasting about shooting a 17-year-old little girl and putting it in a rap song. What is the world coming to, bro?
I hit that block and Ellen ran, that nigga fasted in the switch. Man, he lucky this shit jammed, he would've got sent with the bitch. I got homies from the 5 that's always trying to crack a 6. I'm the feature burner rules, so don't get caught up in the mix. TRX a Hellcat truck, we cruising through the 6. We gon' been through top of hock and ain't nobody on that block. Ever since Carissa died, man, I've been looking for Ford Chop. Nigga claimed that he was with.
You heard him? Ever since Clarissa died, I've been looking for Ford Chop. Bro, I told you what I just said to you a little while ago. They went spinning for Ford Chop trying to kill him. They pull up on his side of his car to kill him, and his girlfriend was in the passenger. So she got killed. But that don't mean that they're gonna stop trying to kill him. You know what I mean? Like, Oh my gosh, bro, this is crazy.
With it, but when he seen me, he was not. How you claim you buff a ball, but you had hit behind the thigh?
This is a heavy but important thread I'm about to pull on. The psychology of violence, how it escalates in group settings. Alberto Bandura, the psychologist famous for studying violence, warned that people make cruelty easier by what he calls moral disengagement, convincing themselves that their actions are justified, not cruel. In drill, you hear it in the language. The ops aren't named as people, they're the ops. They're dissed as objects. Killings get described like statistics. It's the same psychological shield that soldiers use, and it shows how street beefs and songs can normalize violence until it feels routine. People do not ordinarily engage in harmful conduct until they have justified to themselves the rightness of their actions.
We hit the track, they say they slide when they ain't do shit. I fucking 1400K, you niggas change, you ain't blick shit. My mama stressing, I ain't been home, trying to move her out the crib. By the end of the night, I made some racks, beans, copper dollars, and just take me a fit. Now I count up them hundreds. At the end of my road, spread it with 20. I ain't got no respect. Most these rappers is bitch. Let a nigga play 5, we go do him like something. Had to run up a sec, don't you tell me you with me, cause I'm up. I was down, took risks for my loan. Stop lying, you capping ass niggas get shot in the face by playing by one of them.
Provocative. The beef between the tortures and 1400/1500.
You right, you right. You right, we ain't do that. Yomo got his head smashed in.
Same shit. Bro, your man died with a shovel, bro. Matter of fact, we about to come out with a song called The Shovel Challenge.
I don't know Mikey.
That's you, dude.
I don't know Mikey. He's from 1500.
Bro, all y'all niggas pussy, bro. From 1500 to 1400, y'all all dying.
Come on, man. Who died?
Your man just got hit with that button recently.
Who?
You know who?
He ate that though. And y'all and the car
run out of your chopper, grabbing.
Car kept y'all let the car keep
bro,
going.
Stop going too fast. Don't be quiet. Stop talking.
Come on, man.
He said talk shit out like that chopper grabbing.
I like that though.
What you on, man?
I like that though. Bro about to recover too.
Bro, y'all ain't got no points, bro.
Bro,
me and you one-on-one, you ain't got as many points as me, bro.
Nigga on the bro. Matter of fact, listen.
We gonna play one-on-one. I'm gonna isolate the shit out you.
So you wanna play ball?
And I'm gonna back you down all layup shit.
Bro. I love this shit, bro. Listen, we can play anytime.
Me too.
I'm talking about like,
bro, if your legs bring your ace bandage and all that, bro. Just don't forfeit the game on it, bro.
I'm talking about whenever, bro. Like, nigga, 2-degree weather, all that.
Yes. Yes.
Niggas getting cooked.
Just don't
cold outside.
None of that shit, bro. Your leg might get sprained. You might.
Yeah, these niggas, bro, they talking like it's basketball. Yo, these niggas is crazy.
Pour something that day. I ain't trying to hear no excuses.
Yo, tell BD why he ain't invite me when they went to Topgolf a couple days ago. I wanted to go. They should have told me.
Why you ain't pop out? We just went bowling last night. Why you ain't pop out?
Niggas ain't telling me, man.
Oh my God! Stop going at Uptown, yo. Bro, you just talking, bro. Me and Twin talking on live, bro. Eat a dick. We don't promote violence. We playing basketball.
Yeah, man. We just a friendly game, man. Lil Mary got his. Oh, cuz Lil Mary from Peace Stratford got they tag him out, right?
Yeah.
He's back some shit, right?
Grays one.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I ain't
aim, bro.
Where you at, Northtown?
Who?
Yeah.
No, we in the city near you, dude.
Oh shit! Come on.
We in the city near you. God, you already said you really a fan, dude. He said, "Doe said he hit his fucking face. I think he seen his scar, nigga."
That shit just came on. They say you average 3.7 a game. Dude, that's funny as shit, bro. Yeah, bro, all I got is buckets. I ain't got to get in every jump. When I get in there, it's certified.
Yo, you ain't get back for none of your homies, bro.
Hey, bro, sit your little dumb ass down, bro. I knew you was gonna pick the phone up, bro.
You know I was. I just like trolling y'all dead niggas, bro.
Bro, just keep rapping, bro. Stop dissing us, though, all right?
He could diss because I'm behind him.
Bro, your little fat ass ain't doing nothing either.
Who give you all that shit to rap about?
Look at it. Look, go ahead and say some dicky and shit, bro. Go ahead.
What did he say?
We really
go ahead and say
torch shit, bro. Like, we really the torches, bro. We really torture shit, bro. Like, nobody else doing this shit like us, bro. We 10 million views, bro. What the fuck? Y'all niggas not. Like,
your shit going up a little bit.
Cracking over head. With 2 tapes.
Keep doing that then, bro. Just keep focusing on your music. You'll be alright.
Look, but I love you, bro. I'm about to call you. Answer your jet.
Alright, say don't worry.
I love y'all. I'm about to get off and call my twin real quick. See.
An alleged WSM associate. He was killed at the very same gas station that Glizzy was killed at a few years earlier, the Getty. Also, I went over their ever-present war with WSM or West Side Mafia. I also talked about the losses on their side took, as well as the losses WSM took. One of the WSM losses PNB rappers like Blick rapped about was the murder of Brandon Dixon. This was a highly publicized murder as it happened at a gas station in broad daylight. I remember seeing one video of the shooting on YouTube with over 13 million views. Major out-of-town news outlets like People Online covered it. The right-wing tabloids like the Daily Mail, the U.S. Sun, and the New York Post picked it up as food.
Lady, what's the word, lady?
For the culture war. Born on November 19th, 1991, Brandon grew up in Germantown. He was a talented and compassionate young man with a deep love for sports, his family, and community. He excelled at both basketball and football from a young age, playing for the Mount Airy Bantams and eventually earning recognition for his dedication to the team. However, as crime in the area increased, Brandon's mother, Lisa Dixon, decided to move the family to Plymouth Meeting in Montgomery County to ensure their safety. At Plymouth White Marsh High School, Brandon thrived both academically and athletically. He became a standout varsity basketball player, helping his team win the Class AAAA state championship in 2010. Despite his success in sports, after one semester at Manor College in Jenkintown, Brandon realized that college wasn't for him. He began working for a roofing company and later became a father in 2017. Brandon had a close relationship with his mother, Lisa, who worked as a Head Start teacher. The two shared a special bond with birthdays in the same week and a strong connection built on love and mutual respect. Lisa was deeply involved in Brandon's life and they supported each other through all of life's challenges. She eventually moved back to Germantown after inheriting her grandmother's house, despite her concerns about the neighborhood's safety. Brandon's death devastated his family, especially his mother, who had struggled with the loss but remains determined to find something positive in the tragedy. Despite her grief, she has expressed a desire to help the people responsible for her son's death, believing that they lack the social and emotional nurturing necessary to lead fulfilling lives. She wants to channel her pain into action, advocating against the availability of assault-style weapons and continuing to be a caring presence in the lives of the young children she teaches.
New video you will only see on Fox 29 tonight, a deadly shooting at a gas station. Dawn, it is chilling to watch.
It absolutely, Shayna, is chilling. It's disturbing. You can see the victim running to get away from a barrage of bullets and people running for cover as this all unfolds at a busy gas station in the middle of the afternoon.
I feel like my heart has been snatched out of my whole body.
Lisa Dixon is reeling over the murder of her son Brandon in the middle of the afternoon at a Liberty gas station in East Mount Airy. This is the chilling surveillance video obtained by Fox 29 of the 30-year-old walking out and getting ready to pump gas when two men jump out of a red car with semi-automatic weapons and start firing at him.
I don't know who's raising these children, but they don't care. They have no empathy in them. They have no nothing in them. They don't care. And they took my baby's life.
The video shows Brandon running away, trying to escape the barrage of bullets, but he was shot multiple times throughout his body and did not make it.
Having a child taken from you is just unbelievable.
This mom says the senseless shootings in Philadelphia have to stop and the city has to do something.
Because our kids is dying. They're dying every day, 3-4 times a day. They just dying.
Lisa Dixon says Brandon was a standout high school basketball player at Plymouth Whitemarsh back in the day and was not in any trouble.
I would put my hand on the Bible. My son, that one, was not into anything. He was not.
She says he was a good person and a good father to his 5-year-old daughter, Jordan.
I love my daddy. She said, I'm not going to see my dad anymore. And I told her, I said, well, he's here with us. He's always going to be here with us. And I said, everything's going to be all right. We're going to get through this.
Now, the victim's mom tells me that she saw him not too long before this all happened, and he told her that she and his daughter and his girlfriend were his 3 favorite girls. She hugged him and said goodbye, I love you, never imagining she would never, ever see him again. The 2 suspects remain on the loose. Jason?
It's just heartbreaking to hear that, Mother. Dawn, thank you very much.
If you ain't jumping out, you can't get in his whip. Caught him out there pumping and they hit him in his shit. They not just pumping out. We hit a nigga in his chest and then he tumbled backward. This one nigga tried to run, he should've ran faster. Should've took me, L. Curry Doe and BD. That's a big three. Ain't no point of running. You ain't ducking for no switch. We had caught a nigga pumping. There was no more B dicks. Bitch, I'm big P&B. No, I'm WSMK. Torches, we the ones that cracking scars in broad day. The shit horror. Tell BD to spin your block in broad day. The big scorer. Bitch, we GUC, we get up close, hop out that wheel and chase him. Once L. Curry turned up his bag, is over, you can't see. Nigga, I could pop my shit, my homie killer in the ground.
I'm gonna elephant, try run from this, I get your mouth split. Feel like about with the hammer, I'm nursing.
How call they get busy? You know them churches can't be stopped. Niggas got cold pumping, and they got chicks stand with that yacht. You can do that switch, nigga. Don't run, don't trip. I had 30 niggas loafing at that Getty, got up on him, did him dirty. This that gas station like, this that 30 on pump 5. Real good backers, ain't even take a week when Tino died. Nigga, this Marino block, you speak on Tino, you gon' die. How they claim he innocent, but he in pics like free to God. Try to run, he trip, nigga. Come on, pumping gas, fuck me dicks, nigga. Yeah, come on, pumping gas, fuck me. He died for no reason, he was in them pics. His mom tryna make him innocent, like nigga, fuck me dicks.
On Monday, May 9th, 2022, at approximately 2:30 p.m., officers assigned to the 14th Police District responded to a radio call to investigate a shooting at Lober and East Mount Airy Avenue. Upon arrival, officers located a black male shooting victim on the highway at 8200 Rodney Street. The victim, later identified as Brandon Dixon, was transported to Albert Einstein Medical Center where he succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced dead at 2:43 p.m. Surveillance footage captured the actual shooting occurring on the lot of the Liberty gas station at 1060 East Mount Airy Avenue. The crime scene was processed by members of the Philadelphia Police Department, CSU. Recovered were 7 9mm fire cartridge casings and 10 7.62 X39 caliber fire cartridge casing and 1 copper fragment from the gas station lot. The 7.62 X39 is a smaller cased .30 caliber, also known as an intermediate round. Most notably, this round finds its home in the world-famous AK-47. The 7.62 X39 provides good power within 300 yards. Surveillance footage was recovered from the Liberty gas station at the crime scene. The footage captured the deceased arriving on location while operating a silver Chevy Equinox. Brandon Dixon pulled alongside gas pump number 5, exited the Chevy, and entered the gas station store. As Brandon was inside the store, surveillance footage captures a red Mazda sedan bearing New Jersey tags arriving on location from Mount Airy Avenue, driving to the area of the gas pumps. The Mazda stopped approximately 10 feet behind the silver Chevy Equinox. As Brandon exited the store and returned to the gas pump, the Mazda pulled a short distance away from the Chevy, at which time 2 people exited the rear door of the Mazda and immediately began shooting at Brandon Dixon. As Brandon ran across the lot towards Rodney Avenue, both shooters chased him a short distance before returning to the Mazda and entering the car. The shooter who exited the left rear door was firing a dark handgun with what appears to be an extended clip and appeared to be wearing gloves and wearing all black clothing. The second shooter, who exited the right rear door, was firing an assault-type weapon and was not wearing gloves. Surveillance footage clearly captured this shooter pulling the right rear door closed with their right hand. Surveillance from a property on Rodney Avenue captured Brandon approaching the east sidewalk along Rodney Ave before falling to the ground as he began to bleed profusely. He was found on the ground, and the Mazda is seen driving past him and returning seconds later. It appears that Dixon was shot several more times by someone inside the Mazda as he was down on the ground. Recovered from the street a few feet away from where he fell were an additional 7 9mm FCCs. The Mazda was last seen traveling westbound on Mount Airy Avenue towards Mansfield. On Tuesday, May 10th, 2022, a doctor at the Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office conducted a post-mortem exam on the remains of Brandon Dixon. This doctor's findings and opinion lists Dixon's cause of death as multiple gunshot wounds and the manner of death, homicide. These autopsy reports always mentions this to establish the deceased was murdered, and now there is a homicide investigation officially underway. On Thursday, May 12th, police assigned to the Fugitive Task Force contacted investigators alerting them of a video that had recently been posted on the Philly Scoreboard Instagram page. Philly Scoreboard is an open source social media page on Instagram that discusses acts of violence between gangs across the city of Philadelphia. The video was from the user account Broad Day PMB. Further checks on social media platforms revealed Kevin Yip as being the account holder for the account Broad Day PMB. Interesting, in the video, the user is heard rapping about, quote, jumping out and chasing after a nigga trying to hit his brain. The lyrics were very similar to the circumstances of Brandon Dixon's death and seemed to be mocking Dixon's death, it said in a report. Included on the page for Broad Day PMB was a photo of Darrell Felton. Felton is a murder victim. Criminal intelligence reports indicate Broad Day PMB is Kevin Yip, and they call him BD. It further indicates that Darrell Felton is known as Tino PMB or Marino. They are both associates of Pastorius and Bainton, aka the PMB gang, it read in the arrest affidavit for Leon Harris. It went on to say that they were involved in ongoing feuds with men from West Germantown area, commonly referred to as the West Side Mafia or WSM. Processing photos taken of BD during prior arrests depicts the lettering PMB on Kevin Yip's forearm and WSMK in front of a Nemo-style fish. On Thursday, May 12, 2022, the Philadelphia Police Department Real-Time Crime Center received a tip identifying a male, Alien or Alien Harris, and IG account Leon PMB as the male who was firing the AK-47 during the shooting of Brandon Dixon. On Friday, May 13th, 2022, the Philadelphia Police Department Real-Time Crime Center received 2 additional tips concerning the murder of the victim, Brandon Dixon. The tip identified the shooters as Leon and the Instagram account Leon PMB, and Kevin Wrong Name Johnson having an Instagram account for Broad Day PMB. The tip identified Doughboy and Instagram account Doughboy PMB as being the getaway driver. The tip identified all 3 males as being part of the notorious PMB gang. Well before I started making videos, the police already was tapped into these guys' Instagram and YouTube videos. The most infamous part of Hop Out Blick's time on the drill scene is how federal he was when he was out here. He had no problem talking about murders with ops on Instagram Live and in the songs. He famously rapped about a crime and detailed it almost like a confession.
Cam got cooked after they take my man, that shit was for CC. You know I can't cross my brother, shout out to CC&B. I'm still on that same block, no switching up, big P&B.
I really be in y'all hood, bro. I tell y'all this all the time, bro. What the fuck? What are y'all talking about? We have a whole vid on the west side. Is that my side, bro? Is that my side, bro? Is that my side? Oh my God. Oh my God.
The new information released today as police try to track down those behind Friday's violence in Lawncrest. The victims here range in age from 14 to 18. And one of the people police are trying to find today is a teenager himself.
And I ain't worried about this case because I'm spanking. I'm innocent and they know that. They just framing Blick. And Dukes asked me why I'm wanted. I said blame the snitch. I know that chop in, no talk, fling the wood. Like why they talking to the cops? That's not gangster shit. I watch my
Blick, you've been charged with murder. What do you have to say for yourself?
We fry a lot and he can't pop no more willies. Them big ass 40 holes like he felt the 10 milli. They should've played it smart and just gave up them goodies. They made a wrong move and then my toilet off his switch. He took that risk and we shot Leaky in his kidney. I felt it in his chest and he started spitting up. And Leaky got left on the sidewalk, he ain't getting up. We got 2 new Vicks, we call him Double L for lying Leaky. We throw L's down for with him at L's up for Leafy. Still, I should've shot his gun, but he ain't get to squeeze it. And Leaky just was in the way, so they had left him leaking. We should've knew Chill was gonna tell, cause he was screaming. But you would've thought that died the way that he was bleeding.
Blick, of course, is still fighting this case along with BD, Baby Stu, and Doughboy from PNB. All are locked up. Them, along with No Talk and Band Up Qua, a lot of the tortures are booked. And on the 1400 side, Lean, Gutter Baby, Kev, and many more are also booked. Tugga from WSM. Of course, there's a lot more that I didn't talk about in this video because these can go on and on and on. The back and forth violence that's perpetrated and rapped about by a select few individuals makes it look like Philly is this violent, gang-ridden city, which is not. Unlike Chicago, these little Philly cliques come and go. Some last longer than others, but it's unlikely the tortures will be around much longer unless Blick beats his case, and even then, he probably isn't gonna go back to drill rap if he's matured at all. Names like Vernon Road and PNB will last longer in my opinion because of the names associated with those blocks like Core and PNB Rock. Dozens of young men have died or gone to jail behind this beef. The ones that are still out here hopefully realize that none of this is worth it. The time you spend on this earth is very precious, and using it to focus on yourself, bettering yourself in every single way is how I believe most men should live. In this crazy time of political violence and rising authoritarianism. Real quick before I get out of here, please don't forget about my second channel, American Unconfidential. Tons more content will be uploaded to that channel as I use that as more of a daily opinion-based, vibes-based channel where we'll go over certain stories that normally wouldn't make it on the main channel. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon if you're not already a member. There's a version of this video that you can watch uncut, ad-free, uncensored, and it's minutes longer. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. Thanks for watching American Confidential, and until next time, be safe.
Crazy out here, man. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. But yeah, this the last split too. It's about to be 5 o'clock. How was y'all day today? What's nonsense?
Look. What we doing here? Hey, Clue, look, my bro. This is the last message I'm gonna send to you. Like, this is the last message, bro. I'm not ever gonna be rude. I'm not going to be rude, bro. Move on now, bro. Like, move on, please, bro. Look, I understand. Look, I get it. You see, if you talk my name, you talk man on my name, whatever, it gets views. But guess what, bro? You're actually talented of what you're talented, bro. You're talented. You're good at what you do. So you see the normal 99.7% and not the 0.3%. The 99.7%, like the legitimate people, the people that are just excited and they go down a rabbit hole and they're excited of us two going back and forth and they actually don't care about the streets. Focus on them, my bro. Focus on them, bro. I don't watch your content. People message me, they send this and they're just like, bro, my man's just obsessed with you. I'm not saying you are. What I'm saying is, my bro, is look, yes, just call a truce and put it to bed. Look, we're gonna go back and forth with what we're doing here. I don't care, bro. It's so real, yeah. I'll be so honest with you. I actually don't even care about the slogan. I just done it because you know what it is. You come across, you're that guy in terms of you have the best of knowledge and boom, articulate yourself and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. But I'm just showing you there's someone that actually is dyslexic, don't know how to articulate themselves and get wording wrong and don't really have insights like you would say that manage to understand to trademark your stuff. And you're making videos saying, bro, you openly admitted, boom, 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 boom. I want you to understand, yeah, about trademarking. There is so much different categories, bro. Now it's down for you and your team. You get me? Because I've trademarked what we're doing in under the category under merch. You can trademark what we're doing here under the category under, I don't know, production and filming and whatever, my bro. You get me? You can trademark what we're doing here under making cars or mobile phones, my brother. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, bro? Like, we both can have what we're doing here in different categories. Now you have, so me on the internet saying, oh, I took your slogan. Yeah, bro. But there's no, my brother, look, there's no evidence, bro. You showing us that you're about to release a clothing brand or hats or anything, or you speaking about anything. You're just on YouTube saying what we're doing here. But forget all that. I actually don't even care about that. I just done it, yeah, bro. Just for me to kind of make you understand, my bro. You see, on the internet, you have to be internet ready. You have to know the business side. Ready. Bro, you have to understand the business side of business. It took me losing 100K, bro, not doing management contracts, bro, for me to understand the business side and be in this position where I am now. This year, I focused on myself. You've come in this space, and bro, if this was the other way around, let me tell you something. If this was the other way around, you would never mention me, bro. You would have never welcomed me. You would have never gave man's flowers, bro. Brother, we're two different people, bro. I am a genuine person that actually, bro, has a clean heart. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying you wouldn't have acknowledged me. I will acknowledge anyone that I see trying to make a positive income and that's trying to grow the culture. Now, like what he said, our content's two different things, bro. Your content is you sit on the camera and people like your conversation, bro. My content is different, bro. I report on trending topics. I report on what's happening and I expose the people that need to be exposed to help culture, bro. That's what I do. I don't care. I don't take things back. That is what I do. What you done is, look, you see when I say you're clueless and you don't have a clue, bro, you're actually smart and you're very calculated. And I understand now why you made that video, the first video about accountability. You made that first video about accountability, I will recall, it was on a Friday. You get me? A Friday.
All right. Tab, everything good, baby. Everything blessed, my Jizzy. Everything good, man. I'm chilling. I got work today. I had to go to a funeral today, bro. So that was a little rough. Um, but yeah, we here. Um, I got work today. I got 3 to 11. I'm about to take it down. I was gonna cook. I didn't even cook. I was so damn tired, bro. Or I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep. Love y'all for free. I know that tomorrow we're gonna go live early. I get off, we're gonna go live early. I did some reactions today too. Uploaded some. But yeah, until the next one. I see y'all in a little minute, man. Stay positive and out the way. Drink water, mind your business.